Hello folks, this is Jeff with the Rocky Homestead. Glad to see you come by and see me again today. I know it's been a little while since I put anything out, but I've been busy. For one thing, my garden there behind me, yeah, it's all covered in garden fabric. It's a woven fabric. And now I got the idea of this garden from watching Living Traditions on YouTube with Kevin and Sarah, and that's the way they've done theirs for the past 3 years, and they've really had some excellent gardens. So I thought I'd give it a whirl. But of course, everything don't come as easy as what it looks. But I'll explain that here in just a minute. Okay, what I was meaning is that last night, well, when I put this down, I didn't have it pinned down enough, I don't guess. I've got rods that go in here that they use, and that's one right there. It's just one straight rod that goes down in there and it pins this down to the ground, and it holds it down. But I didn't have it good enough, so it come up a pretty good wind last night, and of course it's raining, and all these pins wasn't I didn't have enough in there, is what I'm trying to say. So I guess you're wondering what all those holes are. That's where I got stuff planted. I planted beans there. In these holes here, I got beans, and that's all the way down the garden, all the way. I got 93 foot there of beans. And over here I've got my cucumbers planted, and I got half of that planted. That's all I'm gonna put in cucumbers. I'll come in here a little bit later and put my fence up to where they can climb it. They have something to climb there. And of course you see that I got a lot more to do, but I can't do it right now because it rained and that's soft out there, so I'm not going to go out there and mess it up right now. It'll stiffen up for me in another day or so if it don't come no more rain. We've had a lot of rain this year. But anyway, that's the idea that I'm having with this, and I hope it works out for me the way I think it's going to. And anyway, we got a new member of the family, and him and Vader has really become friends. It's a new little miniature Aussie, Australian Shepherd, and he's full of life, and he likes the cats. He likes to play around. His name's Bo. That's the name my wife gave him, and that's the way it's, because that's the name that's going to stick with him. And he already knows his name. And he really likes Vader. He really does like Vader. I don't know why, but he just kind of brightens his day up when he's able to get around Vader and just play around and love on him. Anyway, I'll show you this tulip bed over here. It's all tuliped out. It had beautiful blooms on it. I've got a picture of that. I think I do. I'll try to get that in here on this where you can see it. As you can see that it all come up and all the blooms are gone. Except this one little bloom right here. And it really was beautiful this year, and I'm gonna have to do something with that. You keep all them weeds down in there. Oh yeah, it's weedy. And I've got onions planted over here. That's my real tall grass that I got right there, that I showed you last year. It's about 16 foot tall, and now it's come out, and more of it has come up. And here's my onions. They're done pretty good. I've been eating on them. And over here, it's not nothing to eat, but it's my wife's flower bed that she wanted me to plant flowers, and so I did. And this is just old dirt that I got from down along the creek. And them flowers right there is hollyhocks, and I just put them in there yesterday just before the rain hit. That's a hollyhock. And I got some Shasta daisies planted right there. And over here in the center I have got sunflowers, 2 different types. And then these little bitty plants right there, it happens to be coxcombs. The big, real big giant coxcomb. I seen my grandmother have them whenever I was a kid, and I always wanted them. I got some seed from Baker's Creek, matter of fact, and so I planted them there, and got them started, and then planted them there yesterday. And this is the pet cemetery. The flowers are really doing good around it. We got little Miss Tilly buried in there. You can't hardly see her headstone, but that's Miss Tilly. She was a Sheltie. And then I got another one planted, buried right here. There was another Sheltie, and I didn't have him a long time. He come from a breeding compound, and he just didn't last long after I got him. I think that's the reason that they give him away anyway. And this here's the 2 cats that my daughter had, and they both passed last year and year before, and that one there passed year before, Miss Katie. And then Miss Daisy right there, she passed last year. They were good cats, and this is where I got them put. And I'm going to fix their graves a little bit better a little bit later on. All right, this is my sage. It's really getting with it this year. I put up quite a bit last year, and this year I'm going to be making some sausage, homemade sausage, and I'll have to have that sage. I've got bunny rabbits hopping all over the place here. I thought I'd give them a try and see if how they would do, and they're really doing good around here actually. Got them turned out. I think I got about 6 of them around here, and they're doing really well. He looks like he's probably a big old buck. Uh-oh. And Bo likes to get after them and chase them. They'll run from him, so he don't go very far. And I hate to say it, but I think my fig tree did not make it through the winter. It's not even sprouted out or nothing, so I lost it. Guess I have to save up my pennies and get me another one and try it. I hope I can make it work. And my son, well, I'll tell you this about my son here in a minute. I want to show you this is some of my garlic, and it's getting with it. Really doing good. That's elephant ear garlic. Of course, Bo got to get in the picture. He's gonna be the ham at the time. Now my son, he sold all of his goats that he had, but I kept 4 of them. 4 goats. And out here I kept Rocky. There's Mr. Rocky. And let me tell you, he is all Billy. They're Nigerian dwarfs. And I kept 2 little twin sisters, and then their mother. I kept her. And I don't even see them around anywhere. They're my Guineas. They're right there. Some of them, not all of them. I got some guinea eggs in the incubator. I hope that they make it. Hope I'll raise me a few more of them. A lot of people don't like them because they make a lot of noise, but I do like them because they do make the noise. And they will alarm you if there's anything bad around, like a snake. There's another rabbit. He yeah. I got rabbits all over this place. And I'll probably have more of them. There's 2 of my little twin nannies. They were my bottle babies. I raised them up from a little bitty, from babies. There they are, and then their mother is right over there. Kind of hard. There's the 2 little twins. Then their mother, her name is Fern. Yeah, there you are. There you are. Say hi to, and of course, Bo, he likes all little animals. He likes them all. And they're really my cute little goats. And then Fern is out there minding no, they ain't paying attention to anybody. And there she is, right out there. And that's the 4 I kept. Rocky, Fern, and this one's name's Anna, and the other one's name's Elsa. That there, her name's Elsa. We've got 3 other members on the farm. They'll be here until this fall. Then this fall they have an appointment with a very cold place. They're not out and about right now. I guess they're still in the shed. I'll have to go see where they're at. My potatoes are up. I've planted those right down here. Okay, here is my potato patch. They've come up good. Looks like the weeds are overcoming them, but I'll take care of that in here in probably about another week. Let them get a little taller. Then I'll till these rows up between there, and then I'll use my dirt pulling hoe, and I'll pull all that dirt up against the plants. That's the way the old timers used to do it. That's the way I'm going to do it myself. The way I was taught. Then right here are these little bitty plants in there. Hope you can see them. I think you can. Yeah. That right there is radishes. Then on up there where that little white dot is, that's a kohlrabi. And then over here in this row is lettuce. That'd be lettuce there. And then over here there's like a couple of beet I mean not beet, but a couple of radish seed flew over here. But in that row, I have got beets planted, and they're coming up. You can't see them, but anyway, the lettuce, you can see fairly good. That's the radishes there, and there's the lettuce that's coming up. The picture kind of grainy because I got it I got it brought up to where you can see it. Anyway, this fence right here is a very hot fence, and it'll keep them out of there. But then up here are the mess makers. I never have understood how can they be like dirt and mud so well that but then when you get them processed, they taste so good. Oh, look at there. There's the hogs. That's the porkers. One of them is a friend of mine. One of them's mine. And one of them's my son's. It's always better to feed out more than one. If you have one by itself, there's no competition there and they don't eat the way they should. But you can tell these are eating very well. They sure are. I've had them, what have I had them? 2 weeks now, I guess. And they've already went through a 55-gallon drum of feed. And they're flat putting it on. I love hogs. I was raised on a hog farm. Matter of fact, this place was on a hog farm at one time, and it'd been a long time since there'd been any hogs on here. Been a few years, and I sure was glad to get them back on here. And I'm gonna try to have them every year. And I think one hog would do me and my wife probably most of the year. And pork. Bacon, sausage, ham, pork chops, all that kind of good stuff. Roast. Yes, sir. Sounds good to me. And when we go to process them this fall, I will bring y'all along with me, and we'll see how that works out. I don't know if I can get my son to get on camera or not, because he is mighty camera shy. So I don't know if he'll do it or not. He just don't like his picture taken at all, any which way, form or fashion. But he might do it just for the sake of the video. I got them to where they can go out there in that pasture now. That was that electric wire around that garden. Like I said, it's pretty hot. And one touch is all it usually takes for them. But they're doing very good. I think they are anyway. I know they are. They're good looking hog. They really are. They got some pretty good looking hams on them, and their backs are nice and straight. And that's just to me, that's a good looking hog. Kind of proud of them. SIBO sitting right there waiting on me. That's because yesterday I didn't mean to have this fence on. I did, and he got into it, and it really shook him up. And something like that he don't forget, so he don't get down here very close. There, folks, there's another rabbit. Like I said, I've got them all over here, all around here. There's a little bucket of lettuce, and there's some onions there mixed in with that grass. But those onions, that's supposed to be the Egyptian walking onion. I like to let them die out, and maybe this here get me started back. I hope so, because I really do like those onions. They're not a strong taste like a regular winter onion. And but I can eat onions off of them before the onion bulb, the green onions are ready, and when they get big enough anyway. But I got this off of one plant. I was down to one plant, and that was the sets on the top of it, and I harvested those and saved them and put them in this bucket, and hoping that they grow, and they're growing, so maybe I can get them back. Something else I'm going to show y'all. I got a little hen in here. Henrietta, she set on some, I had her on some guinea eggs, and she didn't like them, and she broke herself up, so she hadn't went broody again. But this little hen did, and I thought, I'm going to try her. So I tried her, and sure enough, she took to her eggs. I don't have guinea eggs under. I got regular chicken eggs. And she is a colored egg layer, Easter egg, or whatever you want to call them. And she went broody, and she's been sitting there, and they'll hatch around 3rd, I think it is, of May. But I have another one that I can move out here. Didn't know I could. But I tried another one after her in that cage right over there, and she wouldn't have nothing to do with the eggs after I moved her. So that was a misfire on that. And I'll show you another bucket of lettuce that I've got going here. And that's right there. That's a nice little bucket of lettuce right there. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing wrong with having a little bit of extra. I always like the extra. There they are, budding up again. He'll taunt that cat and taunt him, and he puts up with him. So he's a good-natured cat.